Hi everyone, this is Kay in the Collective Soul Tarot. Welcome back to the channel. It's wonderful to be here with you today. Thank you for being with me, choosing to be with me. I know you don't have to, but thank you. Excuse me. So we're going to begin a general reading for the collective while I pick fuzzies off my new tablecloth. And we're going to start with the Intuit Oracle to get the past, present, and future energies. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, thank you for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of guidance, protection, and love. Thank you. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, will you please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards and to help me see clearly? So what messages do we have for the collective today in this general read for already Wednesday, hump day, January the 31st, last day of the first month. Oh my gosh, 2024. It's going to be Christmas soon. Yes. Yeah, no, don't say that, right? Okay, let's go. Let's find out what those past, present, and future energies are. Michael? We have, the swan, soulmate, twin flame, faith, a pair of things, blooming love, the one, deep soul connections, divination, and fluidity. So that's twin flame soulmate energy right there. Okay, in the past, bellows, catalyst, ignite, fuel, torched, fan the flames, infuse, breathe, kindles, spark, effort required, passion, and getting it going. A reconnection, I imagine, huh? Getting your fire sparked within you, the passion. And then tree, grounded, fertility, lineage, health, vitality, roots, personal growth, past lives, evolving, connection to source. Yeah, so there's some kind of evolution happening for somebody in the collective that has come as a result of learning about, a soulmate connection, or at least realizing they have a soulmate connection with somebody. That could be a twin flame. Now, it doesn't make any sense to me really to say soulmate, the soulmate connection, because to me, we're all soulmates. I mean, come on, we all have souls, and we may not be mates as in the usual interpretation of the language, but we are soul friends. We are soul brothers and sisters, right? We're connected. So really, everybody that is around us is a soulmate of some kind. It depends on how you are connected to them at the level of form, which is 3D world. So Archangel Michael, what's the past? We have the broom. Okay, we've been doing some cleaning up by the looks of it. Cleaning up, getting our ducks or our swans in a row. Well, becoming the King of Hearts or King of Cups, right? Getting in touch with your emotions, listening to your heart. Now, remember, I'm not supposed to be interpreting until I get them all out. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know why I didn't shuffle before I did the present day energies. Well, here we are. Let's talk about the tree, please, Archangel Michael. The tree. Your future. Imprisonment. And courtship. Okay. Evolution. Okay. Now, let's look at these ones here. I've already shuffled, so I'm just a matter of pulling them. Archangel Michael, pass for these three. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Wow, look at that. Dealings or relationship with an older man. Interesting. Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Wow, okay. Near future, knife. Vacation. Oh, kite, not knife. Kite is a vacation. Holy cow, that's so nice. I like that for you guys. Excuse me. Now, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, please give us two cards. Why did I say three? I don't know. Probably because we have 3 piles. 2 cards for each pile, please, Archangel Michael, or whatever it is that you obviously see fit. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Strength. That's Archangel Michael right there. The Strength card. The Queen of Swords. All right. What about the present day for Bellows message or birds number 2, poverty and staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Present day, we have justice and the 2 of Swords. Okay. Now for the near future, please. Three of Coins, collaboration, and 10 of Cups. Fantastic. Okay, that's great energy to end the reading off with. Okay, guys, what do I see? Archangel Michael, what do we see? We have, something that you've become aware of and have deeply felt within you, that there is a relationship or a connection with somebody that you have, or maybe don't have anymore, but wish to have, because it doesn't necessarily mean it's something from the past. But there is someone that you feel a really deep connection with, and since then you've been trying to clean, pure and simple, you've been trying to clean your act up, really, to get to really let go of the old beliefs, belief patterns and thoughts and fears that have been lying dormant or not necessarily dormant, but you've been acting on, that causes you to fear things. People don't like to say, I fear anything. They don't like that. Because somehow that makes you look like you're less than to others, you think. You think that you're less than to others because others are not admitting that they're afraid of stuff too. So you have to kind of go with the flow and just admit, I'm very confident, I'm assured, I'm certain about my what I'm doing now is right for me, and going forward be right for me. Well, the fact of the matter is that you do have a bunch of fears, because if you haven't been listening to your heart, haven't been in your heart space, it means you've been in your ego space. And your ego space is all about fears. Ego is fear. I wish it was spelt that way backwards or something, But it is fear. Egos is fear. It's what we've been operating from, that have been laying in our subconscious mind, that has caused us to not listen to our heart, instead to just to act upon our world in a way that will make our life as fearless, or less fearful, and more certain, more controlled, and more positive, right? We got to do, and it's our will that we're doing this with, as opposed to listening to the heart, which is what the divine speaks through our emotions. And if we're not listening to our heart and allowing our heart to guide us, then we are most definitely living by fear by default, living by fear by default. So there are a lot of things that we're afraid of. Now, if you were honest with yourself, and maybe you are, my people, are honest with yourself, you know that when you sit quietly and think about stuff like this, that there are certain things that you are afraid of, like if you don't have enough money till for next week's mortgage or rent. What am I going to do about that? And it makes you feel anxious. There's angst, frustration. Fear is all these things that are. Fear is everything that does not fall under the umbrella of love, of unconditional love. love and unconditional love, because it's two separate. There's love of the world, and then there's unconditional love that can be in the world if you bring it in, because that's what our pure consciousness is, unconditional love, our stillness, our God. Okay, so if it's something that does not fall under the umbrella or the description of love, then it's fear. It's plain and simple. It's fear. It's negative. So you've been cleaning up your negativity. If you've been sitting in toxic ways, like, you can be fearful, but you don't have to be toxic, okay? But if you're sitting in toxic energy and it's been getting you all, getting you things that you have not wanted with respect to the toxic people and things that have come into your life as a result of sitting in toxic energy. Now, if you're just sitting in negative energy where you're pessimistic, you might be depressed, anxious, just having fears that are not really about being toxic, trying to harm others or yourself, then in some way, right, mentally, emotionally, physically, then you still will be attracting whatever experiences that are negative that will come into your experience. You'll be attracting that, because we're all magnets. Our heart is the magnet. So the less we're listening to our heart and allowing our heart to express itself through your own vulnerabilities, and love for yourself, for others, and for the world around you, the less you're listening to your heart, the more fearful we are. The more, and then that's negativity, right? So unless we're listening to our heart, we're going to be largely attracting negative things, because when we listen to our heart, it's more positive then. It's positive, it's life affirming, it's love, it's compassionate, caring, kindness, it's being reliable, it's being dependable, it's living independently, not codependently. It's all things that have to do with life. Affirming life is what you're living, life affirming, that it gives more life to you, feeling like you're alive. So if we're not living by our heart, then of course the ego is at the helm of our lives, and we've been following our ego. And it can, there's levels, of course, there's like low level ego living, and then there's high level, and you've met some people who you would say are highly egotistical, right? That's the high level ego. That's the high people who are really into their ego fears, and definitely denying that they are afraid, and denying that they are being egotistical, right? I'm just confident, right? So anyways, if you're not following your heart, you've got a lot of cleanup to do. Well, the thing is that you've been doing that in the past. You're on the right path regarding this aspect of your life. You found a lot of strength and courage to do this, probably through a connection with the divine, and maybe there's an older man that you know of, either in spirit or physical form, that has been a great model for you and or confidant that helped you. Could be a priest, depending on your religion, whatever. It could be your father. It could be an uncle that you really admire, a friend who's a little older than you, maybe a counselor that you're seeing, who happens to be an older gentleman. But you have stepped into your Queen of Swords energy, in the sense that it's not my way or the highway. It's about, I'm going to listen to what other people have to say, and I'm going to be listening to myself for discerning what the other people are saying, to determine if it's truthful, if it's right for me. And if it's not, then I move along, right? I move along. It's not about cutting anybody out. It's just about being fair, discerning, and intuitive. Listening to your intuition. You stepped into your Queen of Swords. That's feminine energy, not the masculine King of Swords energy, who can be quite callous or ruthless and strategic, which may be of what you were before. And so possibly you were in a King of Swords kind of energy, sitting in that, And you're now leaning towards more like the feminine, not in the sense that, oh, I'm going to be girly or anything like that. No, not at all. It's just that you're going to be more fair-minded, open-minded, and even now open-hearted. A beautiful combination, collective. Absolutely beautiful. You should be very proud of yourself right here. So there was a connection that you've had, or you see that you like to have, that you feel and maybe have acknowledged or recognized that they are like, you have a very strong soul connection with this person in some way or another. And you feel like that person is the one for you. So wonderful. So let's move into present day, the bellows. Now it's firing up your passion so that you can move forward, right? With fairness and with knowing that you're making the right decision. Okay, Two of Swords. And knowing you're protected, by the way. Staff is about knowing that you're going to be okay. If things are difficult right now for you, you can know that you can lean on the divine, the wisdom in your heart, from your soul, so that you can let go of impoverishment, which is, possibly being, having poverty mindset, poverty thinking, thoughts and feelings, just being impoverished in the sense that you have been having negative feelings of emotional lack and mental lack, which drives that magnet within us, which is our heart. Our heart is the magnet, along with the brain, the mind. The two together come together and you become a very powerful magnet, a master manifester. However, when we're not listening to our heart, this is our mind, our ego, and our fears that are attracting more. And it's you're not such a great master manifester. You're really attracting by default at that level because you're not listening to the heart. And you end up attracting things that you don't want to attract to you because you have this, this fearful mindset. But you've been listening more to your heart. There's been messages coming to you via spirit or other people who've got some kind of know-how or knowledge of all things like this. Maybe you're listening to tarot card readers. It's hard to say, but it's been allowing you to look at your poverty, mindset and saying, okay, well, I can see how I attracted whatever it was that I needed to clean my act up with over here. I attracted that because I thought this way, I thought that way, and I was afraid of this, and I have a wounded inner child that I need to pay attention to. Like, quite literally, guys, if we don't pay attention to our own child within us, who is most likely wounded unless you've healed, then it's like, how are we going to be a great parent to the child that we have in our lives, right? If we're not paying attention to our own child within us, how do we become the best parent we can for our child that we've given birth to or given life to, right? So anyways, it's something for you to consider. So you have the protection, knowing that while you're doing this, the divine is saying, yippee, yay, yay. The divine is like really happy that you're taking that mile, walking that extra mile for yourself, for your life as a result. Everything you do for yourself, you do for your life, actually. Okay? Because of the magnet thing. Like attracts like. It's that, the universal law of like attracts like. So you have to change the frequency of your magnet by increasing it from the fear base, which is always a lower base. Like it's more like not Neanderthal, but in the sense that it's instinctual. It's like trying to survive the world. So you act upon the world. You use your will only, for the most part, to make the necessary tweaks and changes you need in order to feel a little bit more secure in your life, right? When you start listening to your heart, you start realizing that you don't have to do it all by yourself, number one. And number two, you're feeling less fearful because you know that somebody's got your back, and that's the divine. The divine has got your back. When you start listening to your heart, that's when the soul can really say, okay, it's our turn. You know, like the angels and your spirit guides with your soul say, okay, it's our turn. Otherwise, you're sitting on your couch. You can't see them, but they're on your couch. They're sitting there on your couch collecting dust as they watch reruns of Bewitched and the Oddfellows. You know, they're just sitting on your couch collecting dust. And when suddenly you say, okay, life's beaten me down enough that I need to clean my act up. I've been, you know, feeling toxic and angry and all this sort of stuff, that I have arguments with my spouse a lot, and things just aren't going well, or my long-term partner, committed partner, that these sort of things have got to end because I got to change. I tried to change my outside environment, and it's like I thought it was working, but it's not. Turns out it's not. So if it doesn't work when I try to tweak things on the outside, it must mean that I have to start tweaking things on the inside, my own inner environment, landscape. Start becoming a better gardener, right? More focused and time spent gardener on your inner landscape. It's listening to your heart. So that's what happens, that you feel less fearful when you start listening to your heart, because as you're feeling more like that the divine is with you all the time, and you've got those angels and spirit guides sitting on your couch right there, right now. Look over there. I trust me, you're likely not going to see them, but they are collecting big time dust from no movement from you. But once you start listening to your heart, the soul goes, okay, come on guys, it's time to go. He said yes. He said yes. So they get up and all this dust just goes flying everywhere, and they're going patting themselves off like this. They turn the TV off and they say, okay, what's next? Let's go. What do we need to do? Where are we going? You know, that kind of stuff. So it's perfect sense. And so you feel like you're more supported from the divine, because let's face it, a lot of times if we look in our world for a support system, it's not there all the time. And if it is, it's very tentative, in the sense that they could be there for me today, but maybe not tomorrow. And it's tomorrow when tomorrow comes, you find out you really could use some support, but it's not there. So the divine is always there waiting for you, like on the couch. So you say yes, they get up, they dust themselves off, they turn off those reruns, and they start following you and going ahead of you on your path to start clearing the dirt, clearing the negative energy, so that your heart, that heart that is now resonating at a higher frequency than it was before, because you're saying yes to listening to your heart more now. You're cleaning yourself up. It's going to attract all sorts of wonderful things that before the angels and your spirit guides get out there and start clearing the path for you. It's all those things that are lined up to come into your life that were negative. They were waiting there too. And they were it was like an assembly line, okay? Like an assembly line, in the sense that once tomorrow when you wake up, you're in this kind of energy, let's say. Well, so then that you go there and this one moves in. So tomorrow when you wake up, this is the energy, which is very much the same as you can see. And so then you move along, and tomorrow you wake up and it might be slightly different, but it's this, and then, and then this one moves in, which is very similar. So it's about not really making too many tweaks, like changes, that you end up having very similar kind of experiences from one day to the next. You start changing that though, and you're going to have bigger and different, very, very different experiences, but they're going to be the kind you want to attract into your life. That's the big thing. So the angels and spirit guides will be clearing off your path, saying, we don't need you anymore. Thanks for your time, and your dedication to this person, but we don't need you anymore, because we need the higher vibe things that are going to be waiting around on your path. And they're going to just change as needed. They're going to change on your path as needed. So if you decide that you're going to be even a different thinker the next day, it'll be like they move aside and these other ones come in. Okay? So it's fantastic. It's beautiful. It's great work. So you are going to be balancing out your life, bringing things You're bringing justice into whatever it was that was unjust in your life, because you're getting off the fence. You're making a decision for you, making a decision for you. You're going to be firing yourself up from within. You are right now firing yourself up within, listening to wisdom, however way that comes to you. You might be reading books, you might be listening to CDs, you might be watching YouTube videos, you might be whatever, meditating, praying, but you're letting go of your poverty mindset and emotions, okay? And bringing balance in. That's that balance of the heart and mind. And this is going to be great fuel for your life moving forward. You're going to be attracting that. You're going to become a magnet that's not by default anymore, where you operate from the fears that are still in your subconscious mind because you haven't really had done the work before. Now you're doing the work. You're releasing some of those old belief patterns and fears from, or coping mechanisms from childhood, and fears from that have compounded on top of those old childhood defense mechanisms. You're releasing that, and you're becoming a powerful master manifester. So then we talk about the near future. We got the tree. This is longevity and health, also fertility, being grounded. Okay, being grounded is very important. It's not about being like, you're grounded in the sense that you have navigated, you know, the 3D frequency very well, because you've spent enough time there. I mean, we all do that. All of us do that. We spend enough time there, and now we're feeling like, okay, I've got that sorted out. It's my higher frequency that I need to spend time with, to reach for. So it's as above, so below on earth. As above the earth, so below on the earth. So it's that higher frequency of life and expansion and growth that I need to, I need to grow, evolve, which is right, being connected to source. It's that I really need to bring in and make it, concrete in my life, in the sense that I know I'm connected. I'm connected. I don't have to guess it. I just know it. I feel it all the time. I know it all the time. I just feel like I am free because I have been connected. The balance is there. Trust me, guys, it's all about balance. Everything in this universe works optimally well at its best when things are balanced. Okay? Things are balanced. So heart and mind, balance, right? So, guys, there's a person that you have an interest in. Remember? This soulmate one here, or twin flame, that you have an interest in, that you've been feeling stuck and delayed and maybe like you just didn't feel like you were right for this person because you see them at higher vibe or something, but you want to go and you want to be on a vacation with this person. You want to meet them. You want to meet them, whether you meet up with them where they live and you go together, or you go and then you invite them to come and meet you there. You're going on a vacation. You want to collaborate. You want to collaborate. You want to connect with this person. Now, this could be a past person again, or it could be someone new. But all you've got on your mind is to have a 10 of Cups life, a fairy tale life, the kind of life that is emotionally fulfilling with somebody. You don't know this person very well. You might know them well enough, but maybe you haven't spent any time with them before. Like really getting to know them. Like say, hey, why don't we sit down and have some coffee sometime? I'd really like to learn more about you. I really feel like I need to know more about you. Okay? And they might feel exactly the same way. By doing this, you're releasing yourself. You're finding the growth within you that is going to make you literally pop out of those bars that you've been behind, your belief systems, right? Your fears. You're going to expand so much with excuse me, connecting with the divine, evolving and growing as above, so below, or as within, so without. You're going to be evolving so much in the near future that it's just going to come, it's going to pop those bars out. So I imagine a guy or a girl, woman, gaining a lot of weight, and they're only in like a 1 foot by 1 foot, prison cell, and they gain a lot of weight, and the pressure of their body, this is going to pop those bars out, because that 1 by 1 cell is just not going to be able to hold it. Well, it's the same with spiritual evolution. Your energy, not your weight or your body, is your energy. Your aura is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you don't have to just rely on a mouse for a friend anymore. You will have a real live person to meet up with and spend time as friends. Friends at least, if not lovers. So it's all up to you, right? And it's beautiful. So as above, so below, or as within, your own environment, cleaning it up to become a king of hearts, so that you're listening to your heart, following this murmur in your heart that says, soulmate alert, twin flame alert, beep, 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 move forward. No, you're cold. You're still cold. You're a little less colder as you're moving and cleaning yourself up, a little less cold, or you're getting warm, warm. Oh, but ding, 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 you are hot because of this. Okay? Makes sense, guys, huh? So let's get a little bit of information since it's vacation time, let's do Island Time Wellness. How's that sound? Let's get some messages from Island Time Wellness. Archangel Michael, please use these Island Time Wellness cards for some, necessary information and possible inspiration for our collective who's moving forward to become an individual who is as above, so below, in beautiful connection with you and the angels and their spirit guides. Thank you. What can you tell us about our collective? Moving towards a courtship with a soulmate, twin flame. First card. Frigid. Ooh, chilly, cold, personality, cold-hearted, getting iced out, not happy, situation needs to stop. You were either with somebody chilly, cold-hearted, whatever, or you were, remember I said you are moving into this energy of the Queen of Swords instead of possibly have been in that cold, chilly energy of ruthlessness and just cutting people out if they didn't want to do it your way as a King of Swords, being strategic, right? Or you're with somebody who's very much like that. Or this one could be this in the reverse. Of course, there's no reverse that I know of. It could be in these round cards, but I don't usually do reverse. So anyways, move along, okay? All right. Altered view, seeing things different than they are. Past conditioning, which is like your childhood. Influencing situation and reevaluating. That's you right here, right now. That's where you are right now. That poverty thinking and emotions, emotional poverty, mental poverty, that's those rose-colored glasses there. Not seeing things clearly, but you are. You're working on that right now. You're getting yourself off the fence. You're making a decision that is clear for you of what direction you need to go. Okay, and now let's talk about near future with the tree and all that. Archangel Michael, what could you say? What can you say? Communication. Address concern without attacking person. Communication is the issue. Healthy, loving dialogue. All right. You might not have been in communication with this person, or every time you could be, you just kind of clammed up. Didn't say anything, or maybe you said something that maybe you're thinking you shouldn't have said, that sort of stuff. But you are, the point is you will be communicating in the near future with this person who you see as your soulmate. So guys, I hope that was helpful for you. I hope that you have a great day, and we'll check in with you tomorrow. Bye for now.